Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Cleats Off podcast. I'm your host, Liz Bhandari, and today we've got the incredible Minkah Fitzpatrick, safety for the Pittsburgh Steelers, with us. Welcome to the show, Minkah. How are you doing?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
It's an honor to have you here, so thanks for taking the time. Now, I would love to know more about your life and things like this. So, looking at like game week, it must be a whirlwind. Could you share a little bit more about your preparation routine? Any rituals you swear by?
Um, Man, honestly, our schedule is so cut and dry that we pretty much just stick to the schedule. Monday is a day. If we play on a Sunday, Monday is a day where you're taking care of your body, you're reviewing game tape, taking care even more of your body. You know what I'm saying? Tuesday's a day where you're getting a lift in, you're moving a little bit, just getting the blood flowing, starting on film for the opponent. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, heavy practice days. Saturday, you got walkthrough in the morning, putting your final touches on the game plan, and then Sunday's the day that you go out there and do what you got to do.
Absolutely. And, you're a known face of versatility on the field. How do you get your head in the game to tackle like multiple positions?
Um, I think it's just learning what's going on around you is important. I think
Yeah.
I've always played multiple positions since I was little. It's offense, defense. Then when I got to college, I was playing corner, I was playing nickel, I was playing safety. And then it's the same thing on this level as well. So I think just having an understanding of the game and what's
Yeah.
going on all around me, and not just one particular position, allows me one to move around, but also play a lot faster.
Yeah. And diving a bit deeper, could you share, say, a tough moment from your professional journey and how you got through it?
Hmm. I would say a tough moment. When I got traded here, honestly, it was tough. I got drafted first round in Miami. I played my rookie year there. I played well. Was a good start. That coaching staff had gotten fired, brought in new coaching staff. Things didn't work out. I got traded to Pittsburgh. Um, my family had moved down to South Florida as well. After I was away from them for the 3 years, I was at Bama. I was away from my family. I was in a new city. All I had with me was a
Yeah.
duffel bag. I was playing the game that I love, but I was also away from a lot of other parts of my life that I love. That being my family, my people. You know what I'm saying? So that was definitely tough, but I think uh, things that got me through was my faith, my walk with Christ got me through it. My family was a steady rock, steady force in that. Calling me, make sure I was good, and just keeping up with me. And then the game itself. The game helps distract you from a lot of things that's going on in your world. So and you can just step on that field and forget everything. Definitely helps out.
It's so nice, like seeing how you light up there as when you're saying that as well.
Mhm.
Who would you say has been most influential when it comes to your football journey and why?
My football journey, um, that's tough. I mean, I've had so many people I'm a big believer in uh the type of man that you are, the type of character that you have is going to dictate the type of player that you are. And I've had so many people that have helped develop me into the man that I am today. It starts at home with my family. And then I've had a whole bunch of coaches that, I lived with one of my coaches at one point in my life. I've had so many people, friends, family, coaches that helped develop me into the man I am today. So um, I think, like I said, it's the character is what is displayed on the field.
Yeah. And what kind of helps push you through those tougher days, like both say in and outside of the field?
You said what helps me on the
What
on
helps you
the
like push through like a really hard day?
I think it starts with my faith for sure. I was actually just talking about this today earlier. We had Bible study earlier today, and the season is challenging. The season is tough. If you try and get through it on your own strength, you're gonna fail every single time. And last year was a tough season for me mentally, physically, spiritually.
Yeah.
But I played well at the end of the day because I kept my rock as my rock. And this year I can feel it already. It's gonna be a fun year. We're gonna play great games, but it's gonna be a challenging year. A lot's gonna be required of myself
Yeah.
and teammates. But like I said, when you keep that firm and strong foundation, you could get through a lot of different things.
Yeah. And how do you juggle between like the tough world of being a professional athlete and your personal life? Like, how do you balance that?
And it's hard, especially during the season. Off season is easy. You can set your own
Yeah.
schedule up and make time for what you want to make time for. During the season, to be honest, you don't got much of a personal life. You're working from 6 to 6, 6 to 7 some days, and you're traveling on weekends and playing. You got to be locked in. But it's a lot of sacrifice from yourself, but also from the people around you. So there's a lot of understanding and a lot of honesty and respect that goes
Yeah.
hand in hand with the personal life off the field. But in the off season, you try to make up for it as best as you can.
Yeah, it's a balance for sure. Now, it's rumored that you enjoy soccer, or as I call like football for us,
Yeah.
and that you follow Liverpool. Now, I'm from Manchester and it's the red side,
Oh,
so that
oh.
hurts. It hurts a little. But I'd love to know more about how you got into football, why you chose Liverpool as your side.
Yeah. So I played when I started. That was actually my second sport. I played or ran track was my first sport, and then I got into soccer when I was I think like 4 or 5 years old, and then I started football the
Yeah.
year after that. And I played all the way up until my freshman year of high school. And I always loved the game. I wasn't great at it, but I was pretty good just because I was an athlete. Um, I always enjoyed playing. Whenever I had a chance in high school to play pickup, I would play. Even in college or even now, like if I got a chance to play, I'm going to play. Um, and the way I became a Liverpool fan, so one of my good friends, shout out to Triff is his name. I've known him for the past, I think like 4 years now, maybe a little less than 4 years, but I've always like kept up with soccer. Like I know what's going on, who's doing what, stuff like that. But I wasn't like always locked in. And I met Triff, and Triff is a huge Liverpool fan. He has the Never Walk Alone tattoo on his
Oh,
forearm.
wow.
Yeah, big fan. And he was first he was trying to get me to play FIFA, like the game, the
Yeah.
video game. And I'm like, man, I ain't playing no FIFA. Like I wasn't a huge gamer at the time. Anyway, so I'm not playing FIFA. Like I played Call of Duty, the regular like typical game.
Yeah.
And he got me to play, and I loved it. I was like, man, it's so much, it's so much fun, yada yada. And whenever we would play, we would use Liverpool because he's a Liverpool fan. And so I started to like look up the players. I started to like keep up with Klopp and
Yeah.
the coaches and stuff. And I just started to really enjoy following them. I started following them on Instagram and stuff like that. And I love learning about people's stories and not just the type of players that they are. Um, so that was kind of the process. And then we went to a game this February, and it was lights out. It locked me in for sure.
Amazing. Yeah, I was going to ask if you had a chance to go to a game. So that's cool. Who did you go see? Like Liverpool, I hope.
Yeah. We went to Liverpool versus Real Madrid in the
Oh, amazing. Okay.
that was a lot of fun. They had lost that game, but they went up 2-0, or we went up 2-0 early, and then they came back and scored like 5 unanswered. So that wasn't fun.
Yeah.
But just being in the atmosphere, and Triff was there, with me, and he was having a great time. It was like a childhood dream of his.
Yeah.
I think since like he was 8 years old, he's been a
Oh,
Liverpool fan. So it was cool seeing him just in that.
yeah.
And then we went and watched who was it? It was it was Man U and Newcastle in the
Oh, yeah.
Carabao Cup final at Wembley. That was wild. That was different. Just being in that atmosphere. We love to think that football fans are crazy, or I'm sorry, American football fans are crazy, but you got
Yeah.
in a different level for sure.
Yeah. Because that's another question. Like, it is such different, like, cultures almost. It's a very different style of being a fan. Like, that especially, for example, in America, you can have a beer in the stands, but in the UK, when it comes to football, you can't. So, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, doesn't matter if you're drinking it, but like it's interesting. There's definitely some differences. But I think what I love about, I suppose, American sports over British sports is there's so much build up and like entertainment, and it's very much, I suppose, gamed around the fans. Whereas I feel like with British sports, it's starting to come more along that way. So I've definitely noticed a difference between the two sports for sure.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that I noticed was inside in the stadium, like the uh the atmosphere throughout. Also because soccer, the game is just consistently flowing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It has lows and stuff like that, but the game is always going on, and so the fans are always engaged in
yeah,
with the game. And so you'll hear the chants, you hear the people, cheering and what like that all throughout the game. There's no stopping.
yeah,
Football game, we got TV timeouts, you got injury
yeah,
time, you got more, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
so it's, the rise and low the activity of the crowd. So it was really cool just, seeing everybody waving the flags like the whole game,
Yeah.
drums and people singing. It was really cool.
Yeah, it's always such a good atmosphere. So the London games for NFL coming up this week. Would you ever like to come and play in London for as part of like your regular season game? Is that something you'd like to do? Because the last time Steelers came was 2013. So it's been
Mhm.
a while.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I would for sure. I don't think I would like to travel over there on a short week. That wouldn't be fun. But I would like to play in that same atmosphere that I described earlier. I think it would just be cool just to experience that type of feel. I know when a lot of guys that played in Germany last year, they said the
Yeah.
crowd, the crowd was crazy. So I think it'd be really cool just to go out there and have a different experience.
Yeah, it's been amazing, I think, for us to certainly see how the game has like grown as well, because it's been in the UK for a couple of years. It's now been in Germany. So it's Germany's first game last year, two games this year. There's now talks of it opening in Spain as well. So I think this growth for the game will be really fascinating to kind of, yeah, see how it evolves really.
Yeah, yeah, no, it is. It's soccer is obviously the world sport, and football's American
Yeah.
sport. But we're trying to branch out, see what we could do.
Definitely. Now, away from the action, what do you like to get up to? Like, what's your favorite way to like unwind and relax?
I like going on walks. I like going on walks. I'm actually about to go on one once we hang up on from here. I like just going to a park. Pittsburgh has a lot of nice, beautiful parks, and
Oh,
just
lovely.
I might take a book with me and just read for a little bit, and just put my phone away, leave it in the car, just unwinding and relaxing my mind.
Yeah, definitely. If we were to look at your current playlist, like what song is on repeat for you right now?
Ooh, one song. Let me pull it up right now. Give that. So I was just in the weight room and I was playing, the artist Smino.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had him playing. I had him playing a little bit. I had some Larry June. I don't know if you know Larry June,
No.
but he's a rapper. And then I'm a big R&B fan, so I always got some type of slow jam playing. The other day
I
we had, we
love
had,
that.
we had everybody in their feelings. The other day we had all the slow jams playing on Thursday.
Sounds like such a vibe.
It was great. It was great.
Last one, so you can go on your nice little walk. If you could fly out to anywhere during the off season, like where would you like to go and why?
Mm, Honestly, I've been to the last two off seasons. I went to Italy, and I
Oh,
I,
it's
I really like
beautiful.
Italy a lot. I like Italy a lot. So if I
Yeah.
just pack up and head out, that's where I would go.
Yeah, it's stunning. It's a different world. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
it's gorgeous.
it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's relaxing, good food, and you get different. You can go to different cities and get different feel.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to Milan a couple of years ago, and then we also did like Lake Garda as well. So from like city to like countryside, and think it's just,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that sounds like a dream, Minkah. It's been awesome to talk to you. Thanks for sharing and being with us today. Best of luck in your upcoming games and take care. To my listeners, we'll catch you in the next episode of Cleats Off, so stay tuned.